Hello, year two. Welcome. So you're here to find out how we're going to make our space mnemonic sheet, our flip chart. So let me show you exactly what we're aiming for. Okay. So we're aiming for something like this. So we're going to have our planets, order of the planets down one side, and then we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 little boxes, which are then we can have our mnemonic on the first page, and then underneath that we're going to have our planets on the second page. Okay, so all you need for this is 2 sheets of paper, 2 sheets of white paper. Okay, I'm going to try my best to show you on here, but I'm going to go a little bit slower so that we're not rushing through it. Okay, so first thing you need to do is get a plain piece of paper. Okay, nothing on it. We're not going to worry about the order of the planets first. We're just going to do the first step. So what I'm going to do is I want you to fold it. I'm going to get this one to show us what we're aiming for here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 folds there, which then make it easy for me to cut along those lines. So I don't have to worry about using my ruler yet. So all I've done to do this is I've got my piece of paper, and you can have it this way, you can this way, whatever matters. I'm going to fold it down the short way here, and I'm going to fold that nice and neatly across so that both of my lines here join up. You can see how they're both nice and flat, so that one's not sticking over like that. I don't want it sticking over because that's not very good. I want them nice and flat and straight next to each other. Okay, then I'm just going to make that nice and straight. Then what you're going to do is, keeping it folded, you're then going to fold it that way again, so you're going to make it even shorter. So we've got one fold that's made 2 boxes. We've just folded it again, and it's going to double it to make 4 boxes. And then we're going to fold it nice and short one more time down the middle here. And that 4 boxes is then going to change to 8 boxes. And it's just going to look nice and thin like this. Okay, so you should have, I'm going to go through it again, a piece of paper like this. You fold it in half. There we go. So you fold it in half like that. You're then going to fold it in half again like that. And you're then going to fold it in half again so that you end up with something this size. So once you've got something this size, when you unfold it, you're going to end up having, just like what I showed before, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You've now got 8 lines, and your 8 lines are what you're going to help in flipping it back. Okay. However, before we start cutting down these lines, we need, just like before, and I showed you on the worksheet that we would have done, it says order of the planets down the side. So we need to get this box in down the side. Now, in order for us to get it all very similar, what I'm going to suggest is, if you can see that a little bit, I'm going to just get my ruler and I'm going to measure around about, I think 5 centimeters is about a perfect amount. So I'm going to get a pencil. I'm going to use a pen to show you. I'm just going to put a small dot. Can we see that? I know it's a little bit small. A small dot, 5 centimeters in. So I've just got my ruler and I've just done 1 dot, 5 centimeters in. Can we see that? There we go. I'll try and line it up for you. And then all I'm going to do, I'm just going to turn my ruler from this way. I'm going to turn it down this way. I'm going to put my ruler on that dot there. You see? And then I'm just going to get my pen and I'm just going to go down the ruler's line. And now I've got a perfect 5 centimeter line going from one side to the other. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some scissors and I'm going to cut down this long line here going to the black line. So I'm going to leave this part here because this is where I'm going to write order of the planets. And then this line across here, each of these folded lines is going to be the line that I'm going to follow with my scissors. And I'm just going to cut. Yours will be a little bit neater than mine because I'm trying to get mine as easy to see on the camera. I'm going to get that folded and then I'm going to go down the next line I'm going to cut down there. Now, I'm not going to the end. I'm going up to that black line. You see, as soon as I get to that black line, I stop. And that's as far as it's going to go. You see, I've not cut any further there. And when you've done and you've cut across all of these lines, you then get your second piece of paper and you put it behind it. And now you've got something that looks just like that sheet I showed you, where you've got one sheet on top. It looks all fantastic, and you can write your mnemonic here. So, my very excited mother just served us nachos. And then what you do is you fold back one of your sheets, and underneath it's also going to show Mercury. And then when I peel back the second sheet, underneath it's going to show Venus. And that's how you're going to make it, okay? So you just need 2 sheets of paper, your scissors, and a ruler. Please, can I ask that you, when you're using scissors, which you will need this, can you please make sure that you've got an adult supervision? I don't want anybody cutting their fingers because I've told them to, okay? I want you to make sure you've got an adult with you as you're cutting them. So just to remind you, we've got fold down the middle, we've got a fold down the middle again, and then you've got a fold down the middle one more time so it gets this size. Then as you fold it out, that's when you've got all your lines that you can then cut across. And then all I did was I got my 5 centimeters on a ruler, did a dot, and then I drew across that dot all the way to the bottom to make one nice straight line. And now what I can do is I turn my page sideways, we get my pen, and I can write in with my super neat handwriting, order of the planets. And now I've got order of the planets written there. I've got my second sheet of paper underneath, and now I'm ready to complete the task that was in the science task, where I can just peel this back and then I can continue. Thank you very much, Year 2, for coming along to this video. I look forward to seeing everyone's fantastic mnemonic sheets. I know it's not the same as the sheet that we would have had in class, but it's just as good because you're going to make it yourself. You're going to feel so good about making it yourself. I look forward to seeing you in the next videos, Year 2. See you later. Goodbye.